Well, what do we have here? Good risings, y'all. Whatever time and place you're at. We'll do the chat about sleep and what it is. Because I still haven't figured it out yet. What exactly is the purpose of sleep? And as usual, um, give me about 5 minutes for people to mosey on in here. And we'll see who shows up here. Me, what's going on, y'all? Who's here? In fact, I'm gonna adjust this camera in 1 second here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. All right. So, who's here? I want to dive into what sleeping is. The purpose. What is sleep? Hmm. Well, early. What's up, Daniel Drury? Funny enough, it must be because I was just watching your last video that you made about fasting and healthy foods and stuff. And there you are. I was hoping you might show up. Talk about sleep. What's up, freak? Alive and living. Yeah. Are we alive and living when our avatar is resting? Isn't that interesting how these things happen, huh? What is that? What is that part? What is that part? That's an interesting one too. The whole, you know, avatar, your flaming avatar, your flaming body in spiritual realm, and putting it inside of this. That's part of it. I guess that's part of the process of sleeping. What is? Why do we need to sleep? I mean, these woke motherfuckers out here. Everybody woke. If you woke, if you woke, then you do not sleep. So I would ask these people out here that claim wokeness, like how many hours of sleep did they get? I'm like, well, apparently you ain't woke then, huh? Because what are you doing? What are you doing when you're sleeping? What is the purpose of it? Or what are you accomplishing? I mean, there's obviously different modes of sleeping. There's the really deep. See, the purpose of sleeping is basically, well, it's a miniature death. They say, the orgasm, the sleep, and death are all in the same, basically the same thing. So sleeping, when it's a healing modality. Um, like the really deep sleep when you get in the delta, that's what it's about. Like super deep healing of your physical body, where you can get into the dream worlds and astral realms. So you're not really getting into the dream and astral realms if you're in a delta sleep, because that's the lowest form. If your brain waves are very far down to allow your body to do the most healing work on itself. So so you can find out somewhat the state of your health by how much um, well, obviously how much you sleep, and are you having lucid dreams? Are you getting out of body? Are you doing these kind of things? And it's kind of correlates like that. There's the purpose of sleep is really, you know you never we should where we come from, we're never tired, but here the physical realm can get can get quite exhausting. If we stay balanced and relaxed enough, we don't really need to sleep. We could, you could just meditate, but that meditation to somebody might look like you're sleeping, but you're traveling. You're mentally traveling. So, and there's an enjoyment to sleep, and the enjoyment is basically polarity, the polarity of uh, if there is anything different, if there's anything different between life and death, that death is like the sleep. But even at that, even when there is no death, everything is life. Life is living, and even when you're sleeping, you're still alive. It's just more of a you're into that. You're into a zone of one of the mental states, the theta, alpha, beta, delta. But you're not going to be in alpha. You're probably not going to be in alpha or beta when you're sleeping. I mean theta or delta most likely. Theta is where you can kind of do the most conscious work. Delta is where it's just healing your body. And as I think about this, because I didn't sleep so much last night, because I felt like I wanted to sleep, but you know when being the shaman of the spiritual realms, and using the spirits and things, I need less sleep. It's funny. It's like the only time I need to sleep is really when I eat, because when I eat, your body actually lowers you go into a lower density, because now your body is you've taken your consciousness away from the upper realms and you've put it into your stomach, and that pulls you down to this plane, this realm. It pulls you, and then that will pull you into the earth, which is why eating is what will kill you in the end. If there is an end, or if there is any death, but that doesn't really exist. But that's what the food does. The whole thing is upgrading to the higher realms through the use of the highest is breathing, the highest is spirit, the highest is the fruits. That's you're up into the ethers. This is why ethanol at the ethers, the spirits, is a connection between the liquid fire, and you are a spirit in as fire, and then you're made of water. So that's why it's so very important to understand what that is. And then when you eat the food, you become dense or dead. It's like you're de-adding. The word dead is to de-add. It's even where yesterday was Daddy's Day, huh? Because you're adding density to yourself. Density is not what you can use it. It's just not what we're always looking for. It's like sometimes I would like to sleep. Sometimes I'd like to take a nap. Sometimes it's just this realm is very thick. There's a certain amount of, I mean, it's mushy, and it's like oatmeal in this realm sometimes. Other times floating around, dancing around, right? But sometimes you come to this realm, and you and to say it like this, it's basically just using the material. And we were never supposed to be eating, but it's okay. We don't need to be breatharian. We just learn to use the substances, which will take us into we're in a sexual realm, so everything is orgasmic. But then we can do things, you know, which, because that orgasm, the release of the energy, is when you want to take a nap and take the little death, which is sleep. It's that little death, because you've exhumed the ghost. You've released the seed. But we are seeders. Seeders are Saturnian. Saturnian are time lords. It's the cedar tree. It's the cedar of the seeds. So that's part of the entire thing. So so that density and that nap, that sleep is just it's to revitalize, into to it's a cleansing activity. Sleep is mostly used for cleansing, unless you're already, you know if you got decent amount of fruit juices running through you that turn, if you're using the orange, if you're using spirit, you're going to need less sleep. And so how many hours of sleep did I get last night? I don't even know. Like, I've been up for like 2 hours. I went to sleep mad late and got up like 2 hours ago. just I was like, man, I would like to sleep a little more, but oh well. I guess some people want to hear about sleep. So yeah, freak. I did that the other day. I did a video of me sleeping. At first, I was gonna make a video, then I was like, fuck it, I'll just play with these people, and just left the. It was a nap. Yeah, there's no point in staying awake all the time. There's no point. Like you get to the point, which is orgasmic ejaculation, sexual union, etc., etc. All of those things that are part of the experience of life, which causes sleep. These eating, you go somewhere and you have a and sit down and eat a meal with somebody. Why? So you can take a nap. So you can just relax. So that's the purpose of realize what we're using the food for, which is the food actually is to help sleep. But even at that, remember the food is the thing that's poisoning you. What's up? What's up? What's up? Only one. We, here we are. Here we always awake out here, huh? Not always, but we try to stay up in the upper realms. We just come down here for a little bit. Jewmeister, what's up? Yeah, there's no point in stay. See, this is the thing when I did the when I kind of really get into when I got into this thing and I was like I should I think I'll be a breatharian. I think I'll do that yogi thing and be a breatharian and I was like there's no point to it. There's no okay great. How long could you stay in that for? It doesn't like, we're eternal. We're eternity. We're just look. I have a physical body. I have well, so maybe take a nap. Who knows? Yeah. So breatharianism connects a lot to not sleeping, and it's sleep is enjoyable sometimes. It's just there you go. Take a nap on the beach. Take a nap. Yeah. Naps are the best. Remember this. Get back to what are children doing? What are babies doing? What do babies do? When do they sleep? After a meal? After the mother's milk? They'll take a nap. Or they'll go out and express their energy and be playful and then take a nap because they've used up their supply of energy. Now, if you upgrade your supply of energy by being extremely spiritual or using spirit, you know, the key to it though is whenever you're using spirit, uh, like say a beer or an alcohol, you're using tomorrow's energy. But then immediately we go, well, tomorrow really doesn't exist. Tomorrow will never come. So then we just go, oh, we're just right now in the moment. Doing for the desire of the result is the highest of the high. Yeah, that's the tantra, like it's like you're in there in the moment. Whatever we're doing. Like this is sex right now. Or if you actually, intercourse. It's like you're in the moment, but you realize like this could go on for as long as you'd like it to. And so that kind of that tantric lifestyle is connected to concepts about sleeping as well. Like when if you were a Taoist practitioner, if you were a tantric practitioner, when would you sleep and why would you sleep? The Zen of Buddhism says, uh, when you're hungry, eat. When you're horny, have sex. When you're sleepy, take a nap. If you're gonna sit there, just sit. No bother tapping your feet, unless of course you want to dance. Dance when if you want to dance. That's the easiest way to go about it. It's like there is no resulting end of pleasure. There just is, and that's we can get that's but see that's the biggest trick is people get stuck in that. There's the only person that can plan for the only person that can plan for tomorrow is those who are living completely today. But then we get into that whole thing. Well, tomorrow doesn't exist, so what is there to plan for? We just exist. Yeah, we don't need food to live. Somebody said something stupid on Daniel's video. Yeah, your phone's on. Peace out, Daniel. Good to see you, man. His video he made, somebody says he was contradicting himself, and I was like, this dude doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, no, Daniel was not contradicting himself. He said, "What if you don't need if you don't?" He was talking about healthy balance in food and what health is, and then talking about fasting. And he's like, "Well, why don't you just try fasting?" Like basically saying like, "I'm like, have you ever listened to this dude talk before? He's fasted. I'll tell you about fasting. Like we know about fasting. Fasting is giving you more energy. Food is robbing you of energy. That's why you let it get digested first. Use the things that are probiotic rich. Make simple language out of it, or things that have been turned into. Hey, look what I got here. The leftover beer. It's even good in the morning, but I'd rather have a stout right now. That's kind of that's not as good as it was yesterday. I require it to be a little cold, but a nice stout might be good this morning. Do a breakfast, a chocolate breakfast stout. Hmm. That does sound like a that sounds like a golden plan right there. It's Monday, man. I was hoping to wake up and it would be Tuesday, but it is Monday. Lucky be I to live in this city where I can walk out and there's a bar open that's gonna have a stout at at 7 in the morning. Is it 7 o'clock? It's not even 7 yet. See what kind of damage did I do yesterday with this currency? Let me take a look. What did I do? Oh, not that. I didn't do that bad. Oh, that's right. My dude hooked me up pretty nice there. Okay. Oh, we good. We good. Uh huh. This should get me through the next few days. Okay. Probably spent more than I should have, but hey, it'll all get. Just every day is a new day to inject currency into yourself. Dude, no freak. I did a couple shows and then I haven't listened to it yet. Um, I will do that. Will be my day. Let me thank you for saying that. You know what I was gonna do? Let me Give me 1 second so I can plug my headphones in so I have them for the day. Thank you for reminding me. There they are. This over here. Okay, cool. Yeah, headphones. Get some headphones for the day. Listen to some Nas and drink a breakfast stout. What a good rising, huh? I feel much better um, after a couple sips than I did yesterday. Yesterday morning was a little tough one. 'Cause I ate too much the day before. Back to that, man. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah, I'm all over that. Yeah, yeah. So what's that? Who else is on here? What's up, everybody? We got those lurkers in the background. Who's in here still? Mm-hmm. Who's in here? That's some old what 70s. Call somebody a turkey. Your job, turkey. Maybe 60s, 70s. I have to listen. Shaman Clown. Haha. That's probably why I got up early too. I've been up for a couple hours. It's we every time. What time? What? So you're at like what? 5 p.m. I'm never gonna get the math right, and I'm never going to. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, June Mice, you can come out with me for breakfast out for sure. You wake in and you're at 10 p.m. So we're that far. Man, I'm gonna screw this up every time. Yeah, June Mice, you can come with me for breakfast out. I'll allow that. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. I'm on my computer now. Wasn't the bigger computer? I gotta. My phone charged properly? Oh, here it is. Let me make sure. See if I got 100% on here. No, let's plug that one in too. Juice. Where's Where's the juice at? It's more important that this thing is plugged in. So I'll talk to you guys for. I'll give you guys maybe like 20 more minutes, and then I'll take myself a shower and take the dog out for her little poop poop, and and then we'll go get a breakfast out. It's a bedtime, Shaman. Shaman, we don't sleep out here. This show was about sleep. We don't sleep. We woke. Yeah, that's so funny, Shaman. I do that to him all the time too. I don't know why. I want to say 145, but I always get it back. I don't know why. My brain just inverts the five and the four. Is is it 154L or is it an exclamation point? And is 154? I'm sure I've asked you this before, and I do apologize for if I've asked you 1,000 times. What is 154 for? Is that something? Is that area code or is that just L? It's an L. Okay. 154 life. Is one what's 154? I don't know. You got to look at you got to look at some paintings. We may go to some art galleries today or something. We'll see. We'll see what's on the. Oh man, Shaman Klein, you watch some Bill Burr? How much you know about Bill Burr? Bill Burr is the comedian's comedian. That dude is so far like the dude is in George Carlin mode right now. Like, have you ever just listened to any of his podcasts? Whoa, freak, that's crazy. Damn, 13. Did you come from? I mean, that's like little home on the prairie. That's like some. That's 13. Man, just gotta eat, yo. That's obscene. What's up, Emma? You out there? You out there about like what 6 o'clock? You at about 6 o'clock. A wild drive. How to drive wildly or yeah, dude, Carlin, obviously, no, but he's in Carlin mode at this point. Like he just doesn't give a fuck. Like he's always not giving a fuck, but he really doesn't give a fuck anymore. The dude just, the dude, he's been on like morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, wake up, San Diego, wake up, you know, that one of those morning shows, and we'll just say some wild out shit to the hosts of the show, just not giving at all one flying iota of a fuck. Who's that? Bill Burr. What you talking about? You talking about who I'm talking about? Bill Burr. Bill Burr is just. There's a couple other comedians I got on the back burner for you guys. I'll get you their names soon. But Bill Burr is that. That's that dude. Yeah, Bill Burr is so beast. Like every time I'm on here and every time I speak his name, like dude, if you just go listen to him, um, hey Shaman Clown, did you listen to the bit he did? I probably said it. I've said it so many times. Um, when he was in Philadelphia, and just I think we talked about this the other day. Just burnt this. It was amazing. It was just so hardcore. Bill Hicks. People be loving Bill Hicks. I mean, he was all right to me. You know, a lot of people. You know who they say? They say Bill Hicks is actually he changed roles. Anybody know? It's 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 moderately convincing, but who knows? Anybody know? Philly, yeah, Philly, yeah, Philly. We were talking about Philly the other day. Freak, yeah. Baltimore's kind of my upbringing. Obviously, that's why I talk a little like I do. A little bit of the East Coast. Bring a little bit of the East Coast, a little bit of the South, a little bit of the beach. Yeah, but Bill Hicks, supposedly, anybody? Anybody know? Uh, oh man, sweet tea. Sweet tea is just magic. I love sweet tea. You said Bill Hicks looks like someone else. Alex Jones. Look that up. You want to see some? You know how like, so you got like those kind of real deep conspiracy theorists that like who the fuck cares? Like that's some who the fuck cares shit. If Bill Hicks is actually him now, who the fuck cares? That's some stupid shit. But he looks like Alex Jones. And if you look at like when Alex Jones became popular and when Bill Hicks supposedly oh interesting transition if it's such because Bill Hicks was all about the end of his comedy show. You know, we're all just on this roller coaster having this wonderful experience and everything is about love to Alex Jones just freaking out about everything. But they do be looking alike. They do look alike. Quite it's quite but that's some who cares shit. That's just some funny stuff to talk about. That ain't but people be wiling on that. There's a really cool website called Well Aware, I think. And it's all these people that supposedly like change their roles, but it's like it's interesting, but it's like who the fuck really cares? That's not the shit that you need to be concerned with. Like mm-hmm. Don't get sucked in, but it's there's some other really convincing ones too. Um, one of the well, so who was the president? Who was the president after Kennedy supposedly got shot? It was what's his name? After Kennedy was assassinated, you got well. There was the next two. Who were the next two? It was the but if you take a picture of Kennedy, Nixon, and then who? Um, Nixon, then the dude with the blondish hair, Johnson, and but if you look at it, I can't remember it's off the top of my head. I can't remember the name, but supposedly, like if you look at it, Kennedy, yeah, I an American. Kennedy, he looks an awful lot, in fact, almost identical to a president that was like two or three presidents later. I don't remember who it was, but and see that's kind of shit. Like, well, who the fuck cares? But it's just interesting. Katy Perry is John Benet Ramsey for sure. I never knew anything about that. I mean, I wouldn't, the way they'd be playing it within Hollywood, I wouldn't. Sure, Hollywood is interesting, um, interesting stuff. But we all magicians out here. We all got the holy tree. We already got the holy stick. Freak, I never heard about that one, but that's really that's funny. They do. Well, I mean, we see. I mix up the magic with the philosophy with the um, education and a bunch of other things. I do that for people because I think there's got to be a there's got to be if there's any point to life, isn't it? It seems to be some sort of um, how to help people use their mind properly and how to be better magicians, how to be just better themselves, whatever that is. So I think if there's any goal to anything, that's it. And so I don't think entertainment for the purpose of entertainment. I mean, I don't obviously, I entertain and I get out there and we just whatever. But I think there has to be something in there, something of value, not just clowning around and goofing off just to goof off. I mean, I'll do that plenty, but there's spread within there a healthy dose of health, of knowledge of things that are beneficial to the human species. You know, but some people, I guess, if you got people out there just philosophizing on everything, they're just very. I'm a philosopher. Like, okay, and you got people out here. If you got that, then you got to have the balance, which is people just clowning and goofing off, just being comedic. But then you have shaman clowns. I mean, if you got somebody, if you got some Noam Chomsky out there, you gotta have. I guess you gotta have Ronald McDonald. But I think we could all agree we could do it without Ronald McDonald and whatever that thing is. It was with Gerald Ford. That's who. Yep, that's right. Super Champion Ford. I'm pretty sure it was Gerald Ford is the one that looks like Kennedy. So I probably got like 10. I got probably like 10 more minutes on here, yo. And then Shaman Khan. Yeah, yeah. I made a video specifically for him. Because he said some stupid shit one time. So I could. So I had to do my normal antics and go off on that bullshit. I used to watch him a lot. I like him. I think he's pretty cool. Like I like the guy, but he said some stupid shit about veganism and I don't know. So I had to cut that shit down. I used to watch him a bit. I guess if you're a 60-year-old dude and you do all your videos with your shirt off, trying to impress people with the fact that you got gray hair and some muscles because you're a vegan. Cool. Okay, man. Why are you bringing it up like that? He props up the veganism pretty hard. Like, yeah, the juicing and the fasting is a good part of it, but he said some stuff like veganism is like more like if you're not a vegan, you're not very godlike or spiritual or something. And I was like, what, dude? What are you talking about? I think I took the video down just because like I don't really it only concerned me to get it off of my chest to say that shit. But I don't. It might be out there somewhere. I don't know. Just for me, it's always. any of there's a few people out here that are really doing the work, but then you got some people that there's something, there's an agenda for it. Now that's fine. You got a lot of these doctors out here, these holistic herbalists and all this shit. Like, yeah, they're trying to make their money, and they're giving what they think they know to be their truth, which is fine. But yeah, he is intense. He's all juiced up, man. He's all juiced up, you know. He's you get too high on the juice. You get too like you get too. I've done it before. I get it. It's like you get too. You get when everybody wants to be spiritual, they're like they get on their holy, there's that shit. Like I still do it from time to time, but it's like that's their whole thing because they're so juiced up. They're not grounded to anything. They have no earthing. Because of their veganism, they become very well. It's the veganism is always correlated to the judgment of something else. It's always that. It's just, the vegans are very judgmental, and they are a group. It sucks that they have to be that way, but yeah. So for anybody, self-righteous and judgmental is exactly what it is, and I don't care. I'll say it again, and this is for anybody new on here. Here's what they do. This is why it's they eat their diet for 25, 26 years. All of a sudden they find the glorious holy grounds of veganism, and they're a vegan for a year or two, and they out here just preaching the Bible, preaching the veganism, and like 23 years, 25 years, whatever they were, eat meat, have this horrible diet, and then because they know for a year or two or a couple months that the righteous way is to not don't eat the meat and all of this. Then they want to tell everybody else what to do. Don't I get to fuck up for 25 years? You know? Shouldn't somebody, they're not on your timeline. You're not them. Just because you become wide awoke. Uh, how the fuck I gotta be up when you're up? I'll be up whenever I want. Uh, and it's like and I've had many deep arguments with these fucking cocksuckers. I had some people come to my channel. Uh, I've had people come to my channel, and this is while I'm doing like I'm telling people about water fasting and urine therapy and all this. But say my piece on and what meat is and how this all works into them, and they just tell me like they just basically came knocking on my channel. These people with like 20, 30,000 subs saying that I'm wrong and that I don't know what I'm talking about um and I was like, wow, you got a little bit of steam. You got all these subs and you got all these vegans on your community, and you have the audacity to tell somebody that's out here. I was like, have you done a 40-day fast? You want to play the game? Have you gone the water way? Have you taken the path of water? Can you drink your own piss? These vegans out here won't drink their own piss. So take the piss, homie. If you take the piss, then you understand. It's yeah. Can I get my 25 years of sinning? Can I get my 50 years of sine waves? Can I sin? Because you were doing it. But as usual, I digress. What's up, Tillin Gorsick? Thank you, man. We just keep. I mean, hey, now I got to come out here with my shirt off because Shaman said something about John Rose. This is just how I woke up. I'm not doing it for any. I ain't impressing nobody with this fucking with these noodle arms. I don't. With this meat suit that I got here. Hmm. Maybe I'll have morning beers in a second. Some breakfast stout. So I'll give you guys like 5 more minutes, and then I gotta clean up a little bit and roll out and grab myself a breakfast stout. Hmm. Man, I don't know. I don't really want to go to a bar right now. I kind of want to just go to the store, but I don't know what store is going to be open. It's like, hmm, we'll figure it out. I'm just here for your entertainment. Oh, dude, I was geeking out on that blue background. That fucking had me tripping, yo. I was straight like going, what the motherfuck? How did I've never seen that. Like, even now, I look at the video, and go, damn, that was blue, and then I turned around and it wasn't blue. I was like, how is this even occurring? But yeah, like we what is it? The red blue shift. It is the new Earth. We got all sorts of different colors out here. We can change the sky. We can change the sky color. Raw potatoes. Um, well, you can use raw potatoes for certain things. Um, I don't know. I mean, potatoes are always blood cleansers. You can use it you can use it on your skin. You can use potato juice. You can use potato juice on your skin, and um, I forget what ailments they're for, like specific, but it's mainly just a blood cleanser. Shaman, what you mean visitors? Like to New Orleans? What you talking about? Super champion rocker. What the fuck is good, man? I don't know, but I do know how some sweet tea tastes, and it's glorious. A bit too much sugar in it for me. I like to cut it like in half. Sweet, a sweet tea and a regular one, because it's a little too sugary. I don't like it that sweet, but the new Earth Tillin, yes. Now, do you think, hey Tillin, do you think Tillin Gorsick, do you think that there's just we just shifted, or do we shift like all the time? Are we always jumping? Like, is it a new Earth right now again, and now again, and now again, or is there some sort of like interdimensional portals that on certain times, if we upgrade the frequency, then we jump through a harmonic? Or do you think we're just always doing it? It's waves, time waves. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, shifting and wave. Yeah, yeah. It's just the oceans of time. Mm. A new distiller. Which one? Which ones you got now? Which one? Which one you trying to get? What's up, Leo? Yeah, I think more of us are consciously aware of how much effect we have on reality. And as like say somebody like Daniel Drew makes a video, or Jeannie comes out and makes a video, or I make a video, and then we all think about the same thing. We're consciously like we're becoming that thing, that the hundredth monkey thing, and we're starting to just like alter all the shit. Like the whole realm is changing. I know, but it's excellent though. Yeah. Speak excellence. And but that's the thing though, Leo. This is why I would say I don't tag my videos. I keep it to a small. This is why I go off on people. This is because I don't want you in this room if you're not really about this. don't waste our time because we're trying to like coordinate thought patterns to improve the entire fucking whole thing. And so people, if my channel was bigger, it would just people get in the way. So we ain't got time for that. That's why we keep it the strongest, you know. What if it is different to any and all concepts, philosophy, or physics that we currently? I think it might be. I think it might be Shaman Clown. I think we could adjust physics, what we see as physics. And John, what's up, John Shore? Have I slept? I slept. Not much. We were talking about that at the beginning. Um, I'm just. I kind of want to take a nap right now. I'm a little bored now. I wanted to expend a little bit of energy talking. So I'm kind of in the middle. Like, do I go get a breakfast stout and just start my day because I'm up, or do I take a little nap here? But I put a few hours of sleep in. You got that same one. You got that same one I do. Oh, you got the silver one from what the. Well, I have two of them. Well, I mean, Ami's got one. I have the other one, and it's like half the price, but I can. It's chintzy. It's kind of chintzy made, but it's quieter. It uses thinner gauge steel, um, but it makes a gallon faster, but it's thinner, and I can tell it's going to wear out sooner. I don't know. I've had the one for many. I don't even know how many years. I mean, shit, 6 years. And the other one, I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's quieter. If you look up if you go on Amazon, the 90 it's a not there's a $99 one that's white. I forget the two different names, and then there's the Mega Home distiller, which is 200. You got Mini Classic 2 and an Inner Distiller. Yes. Huh. So make your own distiller. There's some interesting ones online. It just seems like a lot of them are just like extra complicated, or like just like all you have to go through all of the things that you need to do to make one. It's either going to be just a big mess all over your counter of all of this tubes and all this shit. I mean, to save a few dollars, I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. That's the mega home that I showed you. It has a glass insert inside. My mega home doesn't have a glass insert. It has just plastic, but it also uses the charcoal packets. Or go to a brewery or old distillery. Yeah, yeah, mega home it is, man. But James, what's up, James J? Yeah, it's not worth trying to make your own. Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't think so. It would seem like not really cost or time effective. See my mega home is pretty loud. My other one that I have is super quiet. I can't even hear it really. I mean, the mega home works, man, but it's just like it's mine's pretty loud. I don't know if it's just because I've had it for 6 years. I don't know if they made improvements on it. What's up, B Ranches? Yeah, yeah, it is so loud. Yeah. Uh huh. So freak, then just get the cheaper one, man. It might not last you that long. I don't know. I don't know how many years you're gonna. Like I've had mine for my other one for maybe two. I'm what's the name of it? Huh? Yeah, I don't, there's only a few on Amazon. You'll see which one it is. dude. I mean, yeah. I mean, dude, if you wanted to, like, fucking between the bunch of us on here, I mean, we could really start like a water distiller company. Like, everybody just starts repping the, we start a little company doing water distillers, man. Change up the game a little bit. I mean, there's enough people that come to my channel, between my channel and a few of you other people over here. I mean, John Short. I mean, I don't know if are you still making videos and shit, man? Are you still doing your? Because then you were on the radio doing shit over there for a little bit. I mean, little change, a little something to do. Distillers, clean up the water. Everybody's freaked out about drinking distilled water because they read that one thing that says distilled water is, man. They just gotta go listen to Andrew Norton Rubber. They just yeah, distilled water is. I remember, dude. I remember back when I used to be on the. I gotta put minerals in my water, and then just how quickly that just was like. I was like, yeah, this makes complete sense. Why would I ever put dirt back in my? Why would I put salt in my water? It makes no sense. And you try to explain it to people, and they're just confused by it. Oh, little puppy's awake. Hi, little doggy. How are you doing? Puppy wants snacks, huh? You want snacks? You want a little breakfast snack? You want what you want? I'll be right back, y'all. Let me go. Let me go. Give this dog a little something. You want a little? Come here. I never read the story about a baby passing away because of distilled water. That's what they're doing now. That's what they're lying on that shit. They always got to save the kids. Always got to save the babies. That's not why the baby died. What the fuck? That's really what they've gone to doing. It used to be just early death is caused by distilled water or some bullshit. They love you, Tillin. They don't want you to drink distilled water because they love you. It's just I mean, they do. They just are so misinformed. It's just and it's like if you were to offer them the information, like here, just go check out Andrew Norton Webber's website. If that doesn't, go watch one of his videos. If it doesn't make sense, because you got all of the backing of all of the salt sellers. That's 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 the game. They want to sell you poison. Yeah, I hear you on the John Short. It is structured and it's probably stem cells and the fourth phase of water because it has lower surface tension, which makes it more you know softer basically. Yeah, Andrew Norton Webber's his site's awesome. Whenever I like I always like to go back to it and just just inspire myself again to start drinking piss or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you go watch some of his old videos. It's more absorbable, yeah. And the age stuff, obviously, you're getting a lot of that ammonia to really clean the blood really well. So check out. I got like 5 more minutes, y'all. And I think I might even take a nap here. I think finally, I've I think it's nap time. I think I'll probably have a breakfast out with you guys in about maybe an hour or something. Mm-hmm. Who else is up in here? I mean, a couple more people showed up. I guess I could stay around for a minute. Let's see who's in here. Unless it's just a bunch of creepers and lurkers in the background. The after effects of a little not enough sleep and about 5 days of awesomeness. Peace out, Tillin. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I gotta listen to that new Nas album, and then I think I'm beyond some Bill Burr today. Shama Khan got me excited. Bill Burr. There's definitely been a resurgence in the comedy community. Like amount of comedians out here and like people going and actually checking out comedy shows. Oh, you John Shaw? You met Andrew Norton Webber and Dave Murphy? That's crazy. Uh, Freak, you never seen Bill Burr, man? Uh, prepare, prepare for your cheeks to hurt, man. Yes, I agree with Shaman Clown. E is a, equals MC squared is about to be surpassed. Yes, because here's why. Because nobody knows what energy is. It's not matter. It's imagination. So if your imagination changes, you can create more energy. So then it no longer equals what matter is. Energy equals the mass constant velocity squared times the ratio of some other falsified bullshit mathematics. I mean, they just trying to say something's balanced out. It's not. There's always more energy, and it just it's Savant's early work. He said it like if you knew if you knew right now that you won the lottery. You come on, baby. You come up here. If you knew right now, there you go, baby. Yes. Good girl. Let me see you, baby. If you knew you won the lottery right now, it could be midnight for you. You could be falling asleep and you won the lottery. You have $10 million in a bank account. You can go pick it up in 2 days. You wouldn't be able to sleep because your mind would be you'd be like awesome, like all of these things that I can do now. So if I use DMSO, yeah. Um, I used it a while ago. It was too heavy duty for me, um, because at the time I was using it. Uh, yeah, it was just too much. I'm trying to think back. This is years ago that I used it. Well, at the time it was right when I was getting into like all of the weird stuff that you can use to cleanse your body and clean out your organs and everything. And I was doing too much, like I was using DMSO, I was using tea tree, and I was using oregano, and when you start using things in combinations, you get a lot of that herxamar, you get a lot of that, and so it was actually it was it was way too intense, but definitely it's good stuff. He tried to explain Einstein was wrong. Yeah. John, sure, the Hitler conspiracy shit. I mean, for me, I think they're all part of Hollywood. I don't think there's any world wars going on. I think it's all Hollywood, homie. I think it's just fear mongering to get you to buy products. That's about all it is. I don't. How we can have United Nations? I mean, you really think people really think that, like, first of all, the nuclear, or however you want to say that word, do they even exist? There's plenty of evidence that says nukes don't exist. So you think that whoever the Trump guy and the other guy, this is dudes actors, yo. Nobody wants to bomb anybody. That's ridiculous. It's all just a, so I mean that's my point. So I would think the same thing was going on with the who's Hitler? I don't know. I never met the dude. Why we that's the thing about it's the consciousness people have. The consciousness right now of people to still to be on this, like what was going on at world like in 1940. Then you have a 1940s consciousness. I can't be worried about Hitler. He ain't here. Who cares? Oh, he's the most evil man. What about Genghis Khan? What about all of these Pol Pot? Right? Well, I mean, really? I mean, I'm not saying there's not some fucked up weird shit in the world. I'm not not saying that, but yeah. I think when you on that stage, like there ain't no reason. Like who thinks it's a good idea? I hate America. We have to kill them. I hate the China. The look at their like that's not happening at that high level. They're just sitting around having drinks and having a good old time. That's what I think. You tried to tell him that Einstein. You tried to tell him about Einstein. Yeah, but people got sold Einstein the same way they got sold Hitler. Shit, yeah, I don't even pay attention to that shit like that. It's just yeah, Leo. Yeah, I got you on that. It's all atomic. It's all Atman. Oh no 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 sorries. I was just yeah. I got you. I wasn't saying it to you like that. Again, I talk to whoever might see this shit in the future. Yeah, super champion. I dig you on that. It's all just entertainment, but most people are underneath that like they're oh that's really what's happening. No, no, people aren't as bad as you think they are. Yeah, some people have done stupid shit. That's fine, but not no. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean the ley lines are using. Yeah, but I don't think it's what's called nuclear. I would go with it's something else, right? Like it's just I think it's all crystal energy grids. I think there's probably a lot of transfer of energy through the crystal grid of what's in the earth already. That people well, there's power in that obviously. This is why we have watches. This is why our computer works. This is why you got a lighter that's piezoelectric. This is why. So I think there's something else. I don't think it's as crazy and dangerous and shit. It's like even the stuff where they talk about like what's your boy's name? Um, 007 dude. Tubal Cain. Um, I don't know. I can't think of his name. Old magician, old master magician. It was said that he had met some um, macros, macro beings, and that he wanted to learn how to design. Basically, they were giving him power to design nuclear power, and that he had to figure out how to. Uh, I forget how the story goes, but basically, to me, it's just a story. Like John D is who I was looking for. There we go, John D. Yes, James Bond, John D. Yeah, JB's Joaquin and Boaz and John D. Yeah, exactly. hmm So, well, y'all, let me. This little puppy here wants my attention. So, you can say hi to little meathead. She desired my attention. So let me go work with this puppy for a little bit, and depending on what my napping condition is, if I'm in a nap or beer, um, maybe I'll see you guys in a little bit. So stay radical, do cool shit, and we will talk soon. And if I keep this up here for all those people in the future, if you want to, you can always find a way. Woot woot.